What's up, everybody? This is Tanner from TammanBaseballFan.com. I want to have a little fun today. I wanted to show you my latest pickup. It is a 1911 T205 particular. So, back in pre World War One, of course, you have the T206 white border set. And that really is kind of the one that's got the most fame for it. There's actually in the PSA Pop Report, there's over 250,000 T206 cards that have been graded. For the gold borders, and keep in mind the set's a little less than half the size of the T206 set, but the gold borders only have about 40,000 graded at PSA, so it's significantly rarer to find these. And there's always been some sort of like a mystique, to me at least, for these cards. Like, they're just so beautiful. There's the main highlight for me is the actual border itself. The border looks fairly flat here in the scan, but these are actually gold flakes, gold metal flakes, which is pretty neat here. So we're going to go ahead and have some fun. We're going to put this under the microscope in a little bit so I could show you kind of what it looks like. But before I do, I wanted to talk about, sorry about that, guys. There's a phone call. Wanted to talk about the back here also. The back, it says Polar Bear. So just like T206s, there are a number of T20 or a number of different companies that are represented in the T205 set. So Polar Bear is one of them. Polar Bear will typically have this kind of staining because it's a scrap tobacco, as opposed to Piedmont and all those others that had that actually had probably the actual cigarettes themselves instead. But anyway, so there it is right there. One of the main things I look for, especially in this Mathewson, like, to me, this is my favorite card by a country mile in the whole set. There's Ty Cobb, Cy Young, Walter Johnson. But to me, Christy Mathewson takes the cake by a long shot as far as being the coolest card in the entire run. I love the bangs and the smile, and the whole thing is also, by the way, for me anyways, is in the eyes right here. A lot of these can be can have like an off registration issue, and so that it might be a little blurry or whatever. So I like it when the eyes, especially on the Mathewson's, very, very crisp, and that's exactly what this is. You see a little bit of staining here on the front too, so I guess that's probably the scrap tobacco. Condition, super condition sensitive, guys. Like, the gold borders, there's like 0 PSA 10s. I think there's like 9 PSA 9s, or maybe 4 PSA 9s or something. It's a lot more difficult to find a nice condition T205 than is a T206. So anyways, here's what this looks like. You probably noticed here on the right-hand side a little bit of a blur. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put this under the microscope, and we're going to have some fun here to take a look and see. So see this under the microscope itself. So bear with me, guys. So right off the bat, and I'm going to show you an example with a 1988 Donruss card too, just kind of what it looks like under the microscope. So first of all, zoom out. That's as far as it goes here, I guess. And there we go. So you see little specks. Let me see. Let me try to get you an idea where we are. So here's the NY. So right now we're hovering right over this area right here. So can kind of go down and over. We can get his eye perhaps. It's kind of fun seeing these two. Not sure I can actually. Oh, there we go. I think we're almost there. There we are. There's his eye. So this right here is his eye. So let's see if we can zoom in even further. This is kind of fun. So we're going to go in, and it actually looks at the plastic. We keep zooming in. You see the little scratches on the plastic. That's pretty cool. And zoom straight past that. Look at that. We are very up close and personal now. It's so cool, guys. Love it. And you take a look at this; those little flecks. Those are actually little gold flakes, metallic gold flakes here from the application process from over 100 years ago. It looks like, which is really neat. Now, speaking of which, let's go ahead and zoom out. Past the plastic. And let's go over to the border itself. Look at the gold metallic flakes in the border itself. You see there's a little bit of green ink in the background. Now, this is something that T205s, you can see those as well a lot of times with just like a green border. That's because there's green ink in the background, from what I understand. But let's zoom in on these gold flakes here. How cool is that, huh? That is neat. I love that. So right now we're in this vicinity right here. It's just fun to kind of see like the light dancing off of these little flakes here, and how it's not flat. It's just it's got dimension to it, you know. And you see the printing, the black border right next to it. You see some flakes that have kind of been embedded into the card off a little bit there too, if you just if you get close enough. Now this right here, like you see this piece right here, whoops, this piece right here, we are right around, looks like right around here. So maybe that's this right here, I don't know. It's very, very difficult to tell. But anyways, it's really neat. Another thing you could do also, we will zoom out. Keep doing it the wrong way. Just let's have fun and take a look at this one imperfection here as well. So let's see if we can slide on over to see what this is. See, there's still even some gold flecks there. It almost looks like there's a little hair or something in there. And the cool thing is also, like, I've always thought, how neat would it be if you could like find some code like that the lithographer from over 100 years ago left us in this, you know, in this piece or something. I thought that would be really cool if they did that. But you know, might as well try to figure out how to do this with other cards too. But and do some searching. But there's some more gold flecks. Really kind of neat, a really neat system here to be able to do this. This is a scope that I got from Amazon, so it's not a crazy expensive thing or anything like that. So there's his signature at the bottom. You see some little gold pieces in there too. Really, really neat, guys. Like, I just love this. Now let's go up here. I want to take note of. Just take a look at these here. So how messy, I guess you could say, these dots are. It almost looks like somebody watercolored them, if that makes sense. Doesn't it look like that a little bit? Let me see if I can. There we go. See, there's not a whole lot of uniformity. So let's do this. Let's go through and let's look at a 1988 Donruss real quick under the scope, just so you can kind of get a feel for what that looks like. You see the difference? See how uniform the dots are? That's a big difference, isn't it? That's a very big difference. I've happened to go through the PSA's lab, but anyways, very interesting stuff. Very cool. Love that gold. Love the gold border. So cool. Very cool. Let's take a look at this upper right-hand corner also, by the way. So it's got a, so you notice there's like a frayed border there. Take a look at that. See if we can zoom in here. First of all, like, what is that? You know? What is that thing? It's just part of the paper, I guess. But it's very touchy. I'm trying to do this with my hands, by the way. So it's very touchy when you're moving it. But, okay, there we go. Man, it doesn't even really look like paper there, does it? Really kind of cool. Anyway, so that right there is this. Very, very neat. Anyways, guys, that's what I had to show you. And it's kind of funny because when you have a scan, you know, it looks one way. But for me personally, I'm mainly interested in what it looks like just from eye, not on the computer, and what it looks like on in my shelf. And so there it is on the shelf. You could tell right away just in the picture how the actual gold border just kind of reflects a little bit of light and everything. I think that's really neat. You know, really neat feature to this vastly underrated set. The T205 set's got a lot of neat things going for it, and there's some fun variations. And like the American League also has like the players in like a baseball diamond or something like that. But by a long shot, guys, like my absolute favorite of the whole set is the Christy Mathewson T205 gold border. So anyways, I hope this is enjoyable for you guys to take a look at a piece of cardboard that was created over 100 years ago under Microscope. So anyways, have a great day.